Hello everyone, please confirm if I'm audible enough to start. Hello Aman. Okay, I wish I'm audible and people are confirming also in the chat section. So what we are going to do now, we are here to discuss the handout that has been released by SEBI for phase 1 online examination that is going to be happening on 27th of this month. So we are going to discuss some of the important facts which are important for your exam of the exam, what will the cutoff of the exam, how the ranking and the merit and the shortlisting will be done, and what are the next steps that we need to take care. Okay, so these are some of the things that we are going to discuss. And if you guys have any doubt regarding the last time thing with phase one, please do ask in the live chat section, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Okay, so I hope so that I have made my agenda clear for today's session, and let's start by looking at some of the important points in this particular handout. So this particular handout is released yesterday only. So in this particular thing, first you have to take care of the papers. So there are overall three papers that will be happening for you, and these papers are like two papers are for phase one, and one paper is from phase two. So the phase one paper are like paper one and paper two, where paper one is having a GA in one overall thing where you will be having 20 questions. And here you can see they have made in brackets very clear that the GA questions will be moreover related to the financial sector, and these will be easy to moderate to difficulty level. So you are going to have the question from every dimension from the difficulty level. Okay, so even if you have read the daily newspaper and you have paid enough attention to the financial sector for past 3 to 4 months, you will be able to attempt at least easy to moderate question. And if you have followed our BPDR regularly, then definitely the difficult one will also be not that difficult for you. Okay, so this is one of the thing, and you will be having 20 questions, and 25 marks will be there. Okay, after that thing, you are having QRE. In QRE, there will be 20 questions each and 25 marks each for each section. So overall, it will be like 80 questions giving you 100 marks. And you have to get 30% cutoff overall. So there is no sectional cutoff you can see here. Overall, including GA and QRE, you have to get 30%. And the duration, specifically, which is for this thing, is 60 minutes. Now coming to the paper two, you are going to have IT questions in the MCQ format, and there will be 50 questions of 100 marks. It means one question, 2 marks each, and the cutoff here will be 40%, and you will be allocated 40 minutes. So if you'll see, number of questions are 50, the duration is 40, so there are some questions which will not even take that much amount of time to solve. Okay, so there will be some questions which will be very direct in nature. After that thing, what next thing we are having the aggregate cutoff of 40%, including the paper 1 and paper 2 of phase 1. So definitely, if you will see individually, there is 30% and 40%, and we have to get 40% overall. So we need to increase our stake, and we need to increase our numbers which we are going to get in either paper 1 or paper 2 into the final exam. Okay, after that thing, you will be having the paper 1 of the phase 2, that is English descriptive. Okay, and in English descriptive, you will be having 3 questions, and these questions will be giving you 100 marks, and the cutoff area is 60 marks, and the duration will be 30 minutes. So this particular section is very, very, very important. Here you will be having essay, pre and the comprehension. So these three things will be there, and comprehension will be of highest marks, that will be 40, and other two will be 30 each. So it is of this 60 minute. So I hope you are now clear, if you were not, about the pattern of the exam. And now you will see, overall it is 160 minute that you have to pay for your exam, but you do not have to pay only 160 minutes. There will be like, they have given you approximately 220 minutes which you are going to require for the entire exam. So like logging into this thing, then collecting your sheets, checking out your call letters, and then reading out the instructions. There will be some break in between the paper one, paper two, and like these things of phase one and phase two. So these things will be there, and overall it will be 220 minutes that you need to spend there. Okay. After that thing, there are so many things that are running for the paper one, phase two. So here they have given one kind of hint that they are going to test you on your writing skills, that how you're going to express and how you're going to put your understanding of the topic. Many people understand the topic very well, but they are not able to articulate it very well. So this particular articulation of facts, figures, and expression is going to be the main criteria of your English descriptive paper. And this paper will include again the essay, précis, and the comprehension. And you have to type your answer using the keyboard, and you will not be allowed to write it by your hand. Okay, so I think this was just very much clear. So now let me look at the live chat section, and here we have Aman Pandey saying, "Ma'am, when will be the result of phase one will be out so that we can get to know qualifying or not?" So Aman, one thing that I would like to address here is like, if you have a if you are able to clear at least 30 to 40% in the phase one, then you should definitely go start phase two preparation. Okay, you cannot bother about the English paper, that once the result will be out then I'll be preparing, because it will be very less amount of time which will be given to you. Okay, so moreover second week of September will be the hard and fast week for you to get the result. But if you will wait for the result in order to prepare for the next phase, it will be a problem. So better I'll say, if you are sure that you are going to clear the phase one, do not care about the English descriptive how it went. Be sure that you're going to hit the phase two, and there you can increase your score if you are not that good in English descriptive. Okay. Unique coder is saying, in RC, do we have to write one line answer or do we have to elaborate it in two or three lines? So it will depend upon the question, and the question will state the word limit there only. So definitely not a one liner will always be the thing, because they have said that they are going to understand the writing skills, including the expression and the understanding of the topic. Okay, so that is one of the things. So moreover, it will be good if you write in some lines. After that thing, coming to the penalty that you will be getting, so you will be getting 1 by 4th negative of every question if you hit that question wrong. So that is the penalty, that is 1 by 4th. Okay, and this particular penalty is only for paper 1 and paper 2 for phase 1. It is not for phase 2. Okay. After that thing, they have written something clearly with this course of online examination, which will be adopted, like how you're going to get it. So for every correct question, you will be getting the positive marks, and for every incorrect question, you will be getting 1/4 deduction. And if you have left a question unattempted, you will get a big zero for that thing. Okay. And after that, the cutoffs which are applied in the two stages will be on this course in the individual paper, that is the paper 1, paper 2, and paper 3, including the phase 1 and phase 2, and on the total score of English descriptive as well. Okay, so these are some of the things that will be the criteria for you to get into the phase 2. After that thing, let's go again. The similar things are being written, and they are now providing the sample questions. And we are going to look at the sample questions of the IT only in this particular video. So what we are going to have here, they have clearly mentioned that these questions are illustrative in nature, these are not exhaustive, and you might have questions of higher difficulty level in these stages of different subjects. Okay, so now what we are going to have, we are having the sample questions for GA, English, reasoning, maths, and the IT part, and also the English descriptive, that they are going to give you an idea. Like, this is kind of a mock test, and you must attempt every question from this area. You might not get the exact question. Actually, you will not get the exact question, but you might get an idea that what will be the minimum level of the exam. Okay, so this is one of the things. Let me look at the chat section here. Important essay topics. Okay, Yash, we'll be taking care, and we'll be making note of your request, and we'll be providing that as well. Then the next question is like, Takshi is saying, "Ma'am, will there be any seminar for IBPS SO IT today?" So not today. We can have it later. Today, our agenda is SEBI. So, if you are a SEBI aspirant or you are planning to give it in future, this particular thing is important for you. After that thing, the next thing is like sample questions of GA. So, you can see here there are 6 questions, and every question will be having 5 options, and only one option will be correct. After that thing, we are having English language, and in English language, you can see these kinds of questions are there. So, you must attempt these questions. Okay. After that thing, let's have the questions for the QA and reasoning and IT. Now we are going to focus on IT only basically for this video. So if you want to have this handout, you can go to the SEBI website, and there you can get the under the career section, you can get this handout and you can practice by your own. Okay, so this is these are the 2 questions which are given by SEBI. First question is related to the Unix command, and the second is related to the normal OS thing. It is actually not the part of your course, which is the ADS, which is given in the question number 2, but they have generally asked it. So it is not the thing that you might not get any 2 to 4 questions out of the syllabus. You might get some of them which will appear very logical, which will be very current affair in nature, or like which are very platonic in nature. Okay, so this is the thing. You might get 2 to 3 questions in that regard. Now, if I'll attempt the first question, it is related to the mounting of file in the file system. So if you look at the option clearly, even if you don't know the answer, option number 1 is very appealing in nature, and it is actually the true option, correct option. Providing a link to the file system that is to be mounted so that it appears local as a subdirectory. Okay, so mounting is just like providing a link for easy accessibility. After this thing, all the 4 options are wrong. And if I go to question number 2, the full form of ADS is alternate data stream. It is basically the window NT kind of concept. So it is an operating system concept, but they haven't mentioned this thing in the syllabus. So you can just discard it, but you might get some surprises, because there also they have mentioned in the star mark that the course is not exhaustive in nature. But you can rely on the course that they have provided. Now let us go to some question in the chat section. How to prepare for paper 1? So paper 1 is like URE and GA. If you haven't prepared so much till now, you have to attempt as many mocks so that you can get an idea, Nikhil. Okay. Varun Vishwakarma is saying must do topics for IT paper. So the must do topics are programming concepts, Unix, that is shell scripting, data analytics, DBMS, algorithms. These are some of the topics on which you cannot even default. Rough papers are provided for cons. Yes, these are the rough. In the actual examination, rough papers will be provided for you in the actual exam. Okay. Any resources for phase 1, paper 2? So, Unicoder, we are having our mock test. You can get those mock tests, you can solve those mock tests, you can get a good idea about the exam. Also, the memory based question for 2021 and 2020 are there in our website. So, you can just go and have a look on that. Okay, so these are the 2 answers. Question number 1, answer 1, and question number 2, option 3. After that thing, English descriptive, and these are the things that you might get. The format of the exam will be exact similar as it is given in the handout. Okay, and this is all that is there actually meaningful for you from this handout. Other than that, I think there is only one thing that SEBI wants to say to you, and that is all the best. I think that is mentioned in the last. A very good luck to everyone. So here it is being mentioned draft sheets, call letter, and ID proofs. So whichever F sheet that will be provided to you, that will be taken from you after the completion of the exam. Okay, so and these are the normal things. You should have your temperature check, Arogya Setu status, but not necessary. But they have mentioned, so keep your phone there ready. Have a mask. Okay, and these are some of the things. Wear gloves, mask. Gloves are not mandatory, but mask is basically if you want to carry a water bottle, that should be transparent. Okay, hand sanitizer minimum. These are the normal thing that I think everyone is smart enough to understand. I'm not going to discuss it here. Okay, after that thing, I don't think anything else is there which you need any kind of thing. Yeah, one important thing, this call letter along with the photocopy of the photo ID duly stapled together are to be submitted at the end of the exam, put in the designated drop box. So there might be some drop box or the people collecting the things from you. So you have to take these two things with you. Okay, photo ID proof with duly stapled thing. Okay, output based question. Yes, there is a huge possibility, Varun, to get output based question. It has been asked in the previous year as well. ROB Setu is the thing that is mandatory as per the notification handout. So you might have it and you must have it. Okay. Yeah, I think, and then other thing is like if you have not visited a question, it will be showcasing you the question palette with white color. Then, if you haven't answered it, it will be red. If you have answered it, it will be green. And if you have marked for review and answered, it will be violet with a green thing, green dot. And if you have just marked it review, it will be only violet in nature. So I think that is enough. If you guys have any other doubt, please feel free to ask now. I'll be happy to address your doubts. I think there is no more doubts. So this was all from our side, guys. I hope I answered many of your questions, and you guys got an kind of clarity over the notification. Okay, so all the best for all of you for the exam, and please do perform you well and don't be nervous. It has been a good journey that you have been into with SEBI. So be preparing and do not get demoralized by any means, and stay updated. And this is so exam is on 27th of August. Yeah, I can have a marathon session. It's a good thing. We can plan a marathon session and let's see how it works. You should be confident if you're getting more than 15 marks, but you should not be overconfident. Yeah, I think that was all again. All the best, everyone. And we'll come with some questions soon so that you will be getting a help from our side. By the time, keep practicing and stay updated.